right. So you found the list from Greg Newheisel.
Rick Newheisel.
Yep. Quarterback guy.
Right.
He likes Jackson Arnold.
Rick Newheisel played quarterback in the Pac-10
Rick
for
Newheisel.
3. Yeah, that's right.
My
played
bad.
Quarterback in the Pac-10 for 3 years.
Yes.
Went on to play in the USFL and the NFL and coached 3 different Division I programs, Washington, Colorado, and UCLA. He knows quarterbacks. On the CBS Sports show yesterday, the roundtable thing, they went around and asked who their most impactful surprise player was going to be of the upcoming year, and he picked Jackson Arnold. He said Jackson Arnold will be his player he picks to have the most impact on his team. And the reason why was he said that he felt like the tools were there. He's gotten away from a situation that he needed a fresh start, and he likes the marriage between Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold. His point was they need each other both codependently, and he feels like that's going to work, and he's going to be the most impactful player in the upcoming 2025 NCAA football season.
I mean, if that's true, the ceiling on this team is unbelievably high. That's I think the running back situation, like I've got questions about that. I've been pretty consistent with it. Like, I think it's going to work out. And I'm just not concerned about it. I have questions, not concerned about the running back room. Linebacker, like, I get what they're doing. I think I'm fine with that now. Don't love it, but I could see the path to it working out. Everything else outside of quarterback, I'm like, yeah, I like it. Tight end's thin. If Ryan G, hurts his shoulder again and Frazier gets hurt again, like, that's not great. But, you can't go into a season like fearing injuries. So outside of that, like, quarterback is my big question. And if Newheisel's right and Jackson Arnold has that type of impact tied with Hugh Freeze, because they're right. I mean, we've talked about that storyline pretty quickly. Like, they're going to be tied to each other, whether it's good or bad. And if it works out, oh my goodness, it's great for everybody involved.
Newheisel is not a guy that's flamboyant or says things just to get reactions or get clicks or get response. He's not. He's just a very kind of level-headed analyst and a guy that's played quarterback. I trust his opinion. Yeah. And again, he's not doing it to create controversy or, Rick Newheisel. He truly believes. He's been. I had a chance at SEC Media Days a few years ago. It was one of the best interviews I've ever done. He spent 20 minutes with us, and his insight. He's got a lot of different interests besides football. He's very smart. He had some really good takes back then, and that turned out to be true. I remember him looking me and Doug in the face and saying, "Watch out for Joe Burrow this year."
He called that.
He's like, last year he showed flashes, but I think in this offense with Joe Brady, and I'm not saying Jackson Arnold is going to be Joe Burrow, so please don't
say it.
I'm saying that he has been pretty good with his track record.
So here's something I was thinking about. I actually couldn't sleep last night. I was thinking about this because that's who we are as people. If Jackson Arnold, let's just assume the variables are out of the way in regards to like path to play. Like, he was being brought in to be the guy. So like whatever storyline you need to create for that to happen. But like, if Lane Kiffin had brought him in, or insert any like respectable offensive coach, Dan Lanning, guy at USC who I'm blanking on, Steve Sarkisian,
Lincoln Riley,
Ryan Day. If any of these, coaches at these big programs or who are respected offensively brought in Jackson Arnold, the hype would be insane. The storyline would be former 5-star, was the guy in the recruiting class 2 years ago. He's in a system that's going to support him now. This is going to be electric. That would be the storyline. If he went to any of those situations, that would be the storyline around it. And that's am I off on that? Do you think I'm wrong?
No, it would be. But the reason why it's not is because of what happened the last 2 years. I think that people forget that Hugh Freeze has done a really good job.
But what happened the last 2 years? You're talking about the Auburn side of it, not the Jackson side.
Correct.
Yeah, but like, that shouldn't impact Jackson, the player.
It shouldn't, but it's recency bias. And it's the fact that people forget that Hugh Freeze took Malik Willis and made him a third-round draft pick in the NFL, that he took Bo Wallace and some other guys and elevated their play. They forget that. And then the other thing they think of is that I think that Hugh Freeze gets caught up unfairly in the Auburn failure to develop quarterbacks. They see Bo Nix flourish at Oregon. He played at Auburn, and no matter who the coach was, it's the big A that they're looking at. All it takes is one quarterback.
The what?
The big A.
The big A.
For Auburn, the big A. They're looking at the big.
I get it.
All it takes is one quarterback to change that narrative. One. Right. And it could be Jackson Arnold. When Jackson Arnold, if what Rick Newheisle says is true, and Jackson Arnold flourishes this year, that narrative goes out the window. That's what I love about all this speculation is it's gonna play itself out. We're gonna know. Period.
Yeah. What if Greg Newheisle thought highly about Jackson Arnold? What would you say about that?
Well, Rick's brother Greg probably has an opinion on quarterbacks, and since he saw his brother,
right?
He saw his brother play for the San Antonio Gunslingers, the USFL. There's some people that besides Rick Newheisle that think this is a really good fit.
Like his brother Greg.
His brother Greg.
Greg is super high on Jackson.
I'm going to say that some of the experts from the Baylor side that are just absolutely chomping at the bit for Jackson Arnold to come play in Waco and all the absolutely, disparaging remarks they've had about him. I would trust Rick Newheisle's opinion a little bit more than I would theirs.
All right. There you go.
That's how I want to close. That's
there you go.
Closing.
Daryl Dappridge, I think you absolutely cooked today, my guy. How can people check out everything you've got going on?
Follow me on X, DAP6410, which I suspect is going to be extremely active this afternoon. And then you can catch me Wednesdays and Fridays with you, and Sunday nights at 8:00 on the Barn with you and our good friend Kyle Rush.
That's right. Hey, please like the video, please subscribe, and if you're tuning in on audio, please subscribe and leave us a review. It helps the show out a ton. We will see you next time. This has been Locked On Auburn.